So, Chris, I'm from South Africa. Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't.
Really?
No. I loved it though.
That's the best
Good
place
surf.
to visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Cape Town. Though you've got to
Yep.
be careful of the sharks, though, in fishing.
Yeah. But where I live has more sharks than your place.
So then
currently.
you'll fit in right well with our
Yeah,
waves.
I'll be scared as well.
So I read that you initially brought the screenplay to Ron. What captivated you about the story, and how did you come about it?
Paula Weinstein had brought it to myself and my manager years ago, and it was just a film or a script that we all loved and were passionate about. I love the combination of this seafaring adventure, action, adrenaline-driven scenes and sequences, but it was a drama. You know, that combination I thought was hugely appealing and something you don't see very often.
Yeah.
And you know, it is truly about these men and what they endured and their fight for survival and so on.
So why did you specifically want to do the film with Ron?
I'd done Rush with Ron and just
Yeah.
loved working with him and wanted to work with him on anything. And the fact that this came up was just kind of perfect timing. You know, I knew I needed someone who is you know, a master in sort of visuals and action and so on, but also could tell a drama and tell a story with the heart and soul that this needed to have, and that's exactly, you know, what he does in all of his work.
Yeah, it's an amazing film. I've totally enjoyed it.
Thank
So
you.
everyone was shocked when you shared that picture on social media. How much weight did you lose, and now what was the process of losing the weight, and how long did it take?
We lost it over about 4 months. We started on, you know, a normal diet and just kind of reduced the calories down and down till we're on about 500, 600 calories for the last couple of weeks. And I mean, I lost, I think, about kind of, I don't know, 15 kilo or something. And yeah, it was hard work. It was just, I wouldn't want to do it again.
And then how did the hunger fuel your performance?
It was great, because by the time we were at our worst, so, you know, we were shooting in sequence, and so were these men and the characters, and so you know, you didn't have to act exhausted or tired or desperate or emotional, because that's exactly how we were feeling. So it sort of fed right into it. It's great.
And how did you all cope on set? Any funny stories? Any hangry outbursts?
We're all pretty well behaved, I think. There was a sort of insanity, and we're all doing it together, and we're a little unit, and we'd sort of scowl at the crew, and they'd have, you know, burgers and food and stuff around us.
It's torture.
It's torture. I don't know if they were doing it on purpose or not. But
And so what's the first thing you ate when you could eat properly again?
we went to an Italian restaurant and had pasta and pizza and all sorts of things, but all felt kind of sick afterwards, or I did anyway. I remembered, you know, your stomach had shrunk and you just weren't used to that amount of food, and so not nearly as satisfying as I thought it was going to be.
And then what's the one thing you hope that viewers will take out of the film?
You know, I don't know if we. It's interesting, because I don't know that we have I don't make a film with a message in mind necessarily. I sort of look at, well, what did I learn from it, or so on, and it was a reminder to me about you know, our relationship to the planet and the environment and so on. And this is a piece of history in a period of time which was brutal, but at the same time it was the industry, and it fueled the economy and so on. And have we learnt any lessons, you know, from our mistakes in the past? I don't know, you know, and that's, I think films like this hopefully force people to ask that themselves.